You know what I found out growing up? Totally shocked me. White kids are just as shocked to find out black kids don't talk back to their parents as we are when we hear them talk back to theirs. So I used to have a little buddy would come over my house on the weekends, little Nate. We'd be in my room playing video games. My mother used to come in the room on us, cuss me out for no reason. Just scare the shit out of both of us. We'd be in the room playing Mario Brothers. She'd come kick open the door like SWAT. We'd be on level 4. She'd Harris, how many times I told you to clean this motherfucking room? Cut that goddamn game off to clean this room. I come back, this motherfucking room ain't clean. I'm gonna take that Nintendo cord, wrap it around your neck, and stick it in your ass. Nigga, I ain't playing with you. This ain't no threat. This is a promise. Try me, motherfucker. Try me. My white friend would turn to me offended like, dude, what the fuck? She can't do that, man. This is your space. This is your area. She's violating your right to privacy. You should say something. You want me to go say something? I'd be so scared. I started talking to him like a slave from Roots. Like, he was gonna get me's in trouble. I like you, Nate. I really do. And my parents is good black folk. They gives me food. They gives me sleeps. You get away from around here with that foolishness. Go on, get from here. Whoa, Lord. My mother smacked the shit out of the white boy. He turned into me. Wet in the water.
Women don't like nice guys. Say they do, don't. You know, it's wild. It starts in childhood. Little girls like little bad boys. Like little boy gives little girl Valentine's Day card. She don't want him. She don't want nothing to do with him. She wants the little boy to just punch her in the back and ran down the hall. Ooh, I love him. He's so cute. Then you grow up and you marry that same little boy. And next thing you know, you're on Oprah going, I don't know what I did to deserve this. It just ain't right. But yo, you picked that man. You chose that man. You know, you could have had nice boy Roy, but you picked ass whoop McGee. Oprah, I love ass whoop. He's a good man. In between abstinence, he reads poetry. The violets are blue, roses are red. Time to kick a bitch in the head.
When I say the genders, I am only speaking of 2 of the several hundred that now exist. I would like it to be clear where I stand. I have no problem calling anybody anything they wish to be called. It is no burden on me. You can identify as a shoelace if you want to. And I will call you Zippity Zimzer if you ask me to. Do I think it's a little silly? Yeah, but so is badminton, and that's an Olympic event, you know? So.
Let me tell you something. Explain to your mom over the phone how to fix a computer problem when you can't see her screen. It's quite possibly the most excruciating form of torture even possible. If I was an intelligence officer and you captured me and you wanted to extract information from me, you need to fuck some shit up on my mom's computer. You got to call me on the phone. Ronnie, how do you think I will break like a twig? I will tell you everything you need to know. For the love of God, fix a computer, fix it right now. You have to explain every excruciating step to her like you're defusing a bomb. Just calm down, just listen to what I'm saying. Click the red X next to your comment, okay? Do you see your comment? Yeah, just click the red X. No, click it. No, click. No, click is left button. Click means left button. No, the mouse. The thing, the wire in front of you, the mouse. You see your blank screen. Okay, fuck it. I'm flying over right now. No, don't book my flight. I'll book it myself. You're messing.
That shit is great. Only bad part is you cannot pass out around white people. Every time white dudes pass out around each other, they always do some borderline gay shit when the guy's asleep.
Frank fell asleep, so we stuck a carrot in his ass and put shaving cream on his balls.
Why, motherfucker? Why would you do that to a friend of yours? He trusted you enough to sleep around you. You gonna put a carrot in his ass? Is that nice? I tell you right now, if I put a carrot in a black dude's ass, a nigga will kill you when he wakes up for some shit like that. That is an automatic death sentence on the street. It's a rap for you. I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. I thought y'all was friends, baby. What happened? I fell asleep at his house, right? We was drinking, and I fell asleep at his house, and while I was sleeping, right? I'm just gonna kill that motherfucker, all right? That's all you need to know.
I grew up very stereotypically in Hong Kong. Like my real name is not even Jimmy, that's my English name. My real name is Man Xing, in Cantonese Man Sing. It stands for 10,000 success. I had very ambitious parents, and now I'm telling dick jokes and doing Tai Chi on stage, so. Jimmy was just kind of like an arbitrary English name that just sounded easy. And my dad, he named himself Richard. I was like, Dad, why'd you name yourself Richard? He was like, because I want to be rich. It makes so much sense. And then they named my older brother Roger after the James Bond actor Roger Moore. Yeah, but my brother hated that name. He was like, man, it makes me sound like an old white guy. So eventually he changed his own name to Roy. So now he sounds like an older white guy. And now his full name is Roy Roger, which is the oldest white guy to ever white.
I saw a guy get out of a cab the other day, said to a cab driver, he said, learn the fucking language. I'm like, what a piece of shit. By the way, it's kind of nice when they don't know the language. But you ever call an Uber at like 5 a.m. to the airport, and they take a little Korean guy, and you're like, this might be a nice quiet ride. Then you're on the highway, and he's like, weather's weird. You're like, fuck, he learned the language. Why do you have to do that?
My kids caught me and my wife fucking. Let's just start here. The worst thing about my kids catching us having sex is that we were having sex in positions that you couldn't play off. You know, there's some sexual positions that you can play off. There's a lot of couples here tonight. I see you with your lady, sir. If you and your lady having sex and your lady laying on the side and your kids come bust in the room, you can play that off. All you gotta do is sit up, act like you're watching TV. Hey, get the fuck out of here. Don't come back in here until we're done watching TV. If you're real good and you got your bottom half covered up, when you sit up, you can technically keep fucking while you talking. Hey, get your ass out the goddamn room. Don't come in the goddamn room. Your lady be trying to talk. Don't come in here. This is my favorite part of the show.
Women time the fight for equality brilliantly. Right? I mean, brilliant. 5,000 years, men, we were fighting lions and tigers and hunting buffalo. And women were like, we'll just pick the berries. You guys got that. You guys, all right. Woo! You guys are brave. Look at, wow, so courageous. Look at you hunting that buffalo. Second they put air conditioning in office buildings, women are like, we want equality! March for it, girls! You played the long game, ladies. Well done. Played the long game.
They never let me use a calculator until I turned 15. But when you're a kid, when your parents tell you can't do something, what do? You rebel, right? So when I was 14 years old, I stole my brother's calculator and I locked myself in my room and I started rebelling. I started doing math homework. Locked myself in a room, I was just punching in numbers. I was like, oh man, this feels great, you know? It's so wrong, it's awesome. My dad was pissed. He was knocking the other side of the door and he was screaming. He was like, Jimmy, what are you doing inside? Come out right now. I know you're in there using a calculator. Come out right now. He unlocked the door and he came in. I went into full panic mode, so I just threw away the calculator and I pulled out my pants. I was like, Dad, I was just jerking off. He looked at me and then he looked at the math homework. And he was like, good, very good.
No means no, that's another one. No means no. It's like, no, it doesn't. All right? Look, no means no. No, that means no. All right, but no, stop it. What are you doing? Oh my God. You're being so bad. Stop it. No. Yeah, that's not a fucking no. That means I want to do it, but I'm afraid you're going to judge me, so I'm just going to make it look like it was your idea so you don't figure out that I've already performed this act with 40 other fucking people. Right? But then you go to court and you get a bad read and there's some guy reading it. Your Honor, she said no. Stop it. What are you doing? You're being so bad. Yeah, and you're just sitting there like, she didn't fucking say it like that. She didn't say it like that.
I do travel a lot. If I fly Delta, if I buy a ticket through Delta's system, my name in their system is Nathan, and on my license, my name is Nathaniel. I do not remember making this decision, but it's a big deal. You can't just change it. I've tried. I've asked Delta, and they were like, we can't. And you're like, all right, I don't know where we go from here. You know, if you can't do it, who can do it? Do you call a senator? Is that what senators do? I don't know. How high do I have to go? What do you have to do? You have to mail your birth certificate in. Some moms give their kids their birth certificates. I've never seen mine. I thought I was the proof of my birth. And you got to mail it in. I'm not a big mailing in guy. I've mailed maybe 4 letters my entire life. Stamps make me nervous, you know. How many do you put on there? I don't know. And they change the price of stamps, and that's not in the news. You don't find that out on Twitter. You have to find out from old people. They're the only people that know. Yeah, they'll tell you. They're like, stamps went up. You're like, okay. And they're furious. You're like, is it $100 a stamp? I've never seen you that mad. So I will never go through this process to get my name changed, so I just deal with it. And it gets brought up. I was checking a bag once, and the guy behind the counter sees my ticket, says Nathan. The license says Nathaniel. And he was like, oof, this is not good. He's like, these names don't match. And I was
uptight whenever I talk about porn. I don't know why. It's right there. How could you not watch porno? It's right there. It's like right on your computer. How could you not watch it? Like if 2 people were having sex right here, and I was telling jokes right here, how many of you would be looking at me? Nobody. It's right there. It's not a weird thing. Like, I get why people watch love stories. I get why you'd watch like a romantic comedy. Maybe that's your fantasy. You're like, someday that's gonna be me. I'm gonna fall in love. It's gonna be beautiful, and you wanna live through the characters. I get that. That's not my fantasy. You know what's my fantasy? I'm delivering pizza to a sorority, and they can't pay for it.